if you clicked this video, it means that you want to understand exactly how you can build this using only Rust, and I will show you that in just 10 minutes. So even if you are a TypeScript dev or a Python dev or whatever, this video is for you because you will see that it's extremely simple to do. And in just 10 minutes, I can build this native app using only Rust. Okay, so if you want to understand this, stay until the end, because if you just look at the video, just the beginning, or just a few little minutes, it will be useless for you. So if you want to understand this, you need to watch all the video, because otherwise it will be useless, because during the video, I will explain you some concepts that you need to understand exactly how it works, because there is a few tricks to understand. So for this, you will see that, so we have this basically. So we have a simple list card like this with an icon, the name, and a button to delete. And we have also an input with the button like this to add. Okay. And if you look at the code, you will see that it's very simple. So basically we have a list of cards, and also we have the input like this. So if you look at the card, you will see that it's very similar as React. It's just I've added a pressable like this, because you will see that when we click, it acts like something that is pressed like in a mobile app. So you will see that just after when we start. But we have the pressable, we have the card like this, we have tailwind of course, and then also we have the circle check like this that we have here. We have up, so we have the card description, and then we have a simple form with a button. Okay, because what we want is also to have a form like this to be able to delete a card. And then inside we have the input and also a button. So as you can see, it's very simple. So it's a to-do form. We use a multi-action form from Leptos. You will also understand this. And we have a footer like this. We're using Tailwind still. We have the input, we have the button with the plus button, and we have just a semi button. And that's it. Very, very simple. Of course, to make this work, we also need a database. We will see that also. So the database here, as you can see, is just a simple SQL file, right? So we just create a table. The name of the table will be to do. We create the need. We create the name that we want for this. Created that, updated that. And then we just insert some fake data also to make it work right away, because the data that you see here, review, pull request, setup, and so on, it's the same that is here. Okay. So as you can see, quite simple. Maybe also who I am. So I'm Max Wells. I'm a Rust developer for 2 years. I've been working in 1 year in Dubai, and now I help other developers like you to learn Rust and to get a job very fast, because I have got my job in Dubai very, very fast actually, and I can help you also to do the same. I have a 9-week program for this to help you, and I already have clients that have good results. And if you want to learn more about this, you can send me a DM on LinkedIn. You will have the link just down. If you want, you have also access to a free Discord. So we are almost 300 members. So if you want, you can also check this in description. It's up to you. Okay. Also for this, we will be using a component library I've also built using Rust. And as you can see, it's said build once, run everywhere, because basically this component library is cross-platform. So it means it's work for iOS, Android, desktop, and web, using the same code base. So it makes things much easier, and this way you don't have to have a React Native and React code base. You just have one single code base and everything works perfectly fine. So we will be using this. And yeah, let's go. So for this, so we need to have the terminal open, of course. Then I will go inside desktop. And so for this to work also, I will show you first, because we need to use Rust UI for this, and we have some starter templates that we can use to go much faster. So if you look at this installation, so you go into Rust, www.rustui.com like this, and then you will be able to install, and you just need to do this. So cargo install UI CLI -- force, and it will just work for you. So just do this, cargo install UI up, UI CLI like this. So I've already done that, so it's already done for me. And then when you have this, you just need to do UI starters like this, and you will be able to choose the starter template that you want. For us, we want to have iOS, okay, and we want to have the full stack templates. So we just need to do this. It will clone, and then we can go inside, and I can just open this. Okay, perfect. So yes, trust, okay, up, I open the terminal. So you will find a README that explains you exactly how it works. So it's very simple. I just have to, no, that's good. No, I will also explain you the reset DB because we also need this. But what we want to do first is PNPME like this. So we just need to do this. So for PNPM install, okay? Because what we want to do this because we need to use Tailwind for this, okay? So very simple. And then what we need to do is to set up the database, okay? So you will find a reset DB like this. I want first to show you how the template work, and then we will be using using AI to go a little faster for this. So you will find in the template a reset DB like this. So whenever you change the DB, okay, you want to run this to recreate the database and everything is just easier. So if you run this, reset DB like this, so it will reset the database, and as you can see inside .env, up, I will pin this also. So we have the Postgres user, Postgres database, Postgres password, Postgres database, and then the database URL. And this database URL is used by SQLX. We use also SQLX. If you are interested that I create a specific video for SQLX, just send a DM and I will do it. But basically we are using this, and as you can see, so when I run reset DB like this, I have drop database, we recreate the database, we run the migration, and then we are done. So if you look now inside migration, it looks something like this. So you remind that this is a template, okay? So I'm using always this templates, and then I built on top of that. I will explain you after why I'm doing this. So first what we can see is that we have create tables. Here it's templates like this, with you need, name, created that, updated that, and with some fake values, okay? So very, very simple. And then if you look back into README, so I'm assuming that you already understand this, okay? Because if you don't understand this at all, maybe this video is not for you, okay? If you understand this, it's quite simple. This video is for you, so we can continue to watch. Okay, so if we go now inside README, so we have done PNPME. Now we need to do cargo Leptos watch. I will first show you how it works in the web, and then I will show you how it works using iOS. So it will compile, and I catch you back. Okay, so it has compiled. And of course, also, by the way, if you want to not have a toy project like this, if you really want to have a job, you can go on Rustify.rs. It's my website for helping people to learn Rust. If you go inside the call like this, we will be able to get a 20-minute call so that I can help you to understand better how you can level up with Rust. So if you're interested, just go on Rustify.rs, spot a book with this, and we will see if I can help you or not. It's totally free. It's just 20 minutes, so it's up to you. And also, of course, I forgot to show you, but I can also show you how you can do some cool presentation like this. So if you go inside here, so this is the project that we will do, and I will also explain you how you can do this during the bootcamp. So if you're interested, could just pick a book, a call, on this. Okay, so now if we go inside here, okay, up, it was not this. Oh, my bad. I have another project running, so I'll just kill this, up. Okay, and I will just rerun this again. And here it's not test anyway. The domain will be, my bad, it will be templates. Okay, so I will start from this, my bad. Okay, so here we have this. Okay, and if I go inside here, so this is the app running on the web. We will see just after how to make it run on iOS, but just to show you how it looks like. So it's very similar as what we will do. So instead that it's template here, what we will do is to-dos. So very simple, just for you to understand the core basic of this, right? And it's also, you can also change the color if you want. So very, very simple, as you can see, it works well. Okay, so we will do this, and as you can see also, this is why I was doing the pressable, because as you can see, when I click, it's like it had a mobile touch, right? And if we remove some of them, it works. If I put whatever, it works also fine. Okay, so we will see how we can do that together. So let's go for iOS. So I'll run first iOS, so you can see the results on iOS first, and then we will change this with to-dos so that you can see, that it's very, very simple. Here for run iOS, I forgot to do this before, so you need to do this before. Okay, cargo Tauri iOS init. I've already explained that in the video before, so if you want to understand that better, just watch the video before this one. And then what we can do is that we can do this. So run iOS, you will see that you have a run iOS.sh script like this, okay? So with the device name, so here we will be using an iPhone 16 Pro. And some other stuff also, but you don't really need to understand this for now. Just understand that you need to run iOS like this. So it will compile the src Tauri, okay? So we just need to wait a little, and I catch you back. It has compiled, and then it will launch the application. And if you go inside templates, so you remind that this, as you see here, it's running on iOS natively, okay? If you do like this, for instance, you can see that this is running on iOS, okay? And then, so if we do like this, as you can see, it removes also, so up like this, and if I put, I don't know, whatever, something like this, up, it works also fine. Oh, yeah, this is because the input is different in iOS, but anyway, the most important is to understand how to do a CRUD app using Rust for iOS. And as you can see, it works well. I will show you the code so that you can see it's also very simple to understand. And then we will just change the templates for to-dos. And that's it. We'll just put this, I think that's better like this. Okay, so if you want to understand the code, how it works, so you remind that what I do in general is that I have domain like this. I always have domain like this because it's easier than to use AI to do the change. So here you can notice that we have different tabs. We have home, templates, settings. And as you can see in the domain, we have settings, templates, okay? So settings is just empty page, it doesn't matter. What we want is to go inside template. If we go inside template, so you will see that we have the page, we have DB and services. We have different components. We have a component for the form, so basically what you have here. And we have also a component for the list, basically what you have here, okay? So first I will explain you the DB, then the services, maybe first the page. First the page, then the DB, services, and the components. And you will see that it's quite simple to understand. Okay, so first you can notice that we have a page like this, and this is the whole page that you see here. Okay, so if you look my templates, we have in the header, we have my templates here. Okay, we have manage your templates. This is exactly what we have just here. Okay, and then we have the template list. I will explain you the template list after. First, I want to explain you the DB, how it works, because I think it's more important. So up, I just put like this. Okay, so what you can notice first is that we have struct templates, which define the struct that you want to create or not. Okay, so basically, if you remind what we have seen in migrations, so we have template like this, we have you need name, created at, updated at. This is exactly what we have here. You need name, created at, updated at. Because this is what we want to either create or delete, right? Or update. And so we have this. And why we need to have this? Because we want to be able to do SQL queries, but in a type-safe manner. And as you can see, we have query as and inside the template. And if I try to do whatever like this, for instance, you will see that immediately we have an error returned from the database because this column does not exist. And this is one of the cool part of Rust, is that it's type safe, okay? And you will just have a simple SQL query like this to get all. So if you look at the different functions that we have, so we have one for getting all, one for add, and one for delete. So it's just basic SQL, so I'm assuming that you already know SQL, okay? But basically we select unit, name, created at, updated at from templates. We can also select all, but here it's just for educational purposes. So yeah, basically this is how it works. For the add, very simple also. So what we want is to insert into templates the name that we will pass. And then we have values like this because we are passing a parameter. And this is how it works in SQLX. With SQLX, we pass parameter like this. And then we return basically everything. Okay. So very, very simple. So we have the database layer. On top of this, we have the services layer. So for the services layer, we have different functions. Okay. So we have get templates, add templates, delete templates. Okay. Because we are in the domain templates. If you want to do this for to-dos, it will be to-do. Okay. I will just show you get templates because the pattern is always the same. So you basically use update like this. Okay. You get the update like this. And then from this, you can just take the get all function that I've shown you just after. You remind it was this one, okay, from template. And then you just pass the upstate dot pull like this. And that's it, okay? And then you will be able to get the template. So quite simple. It's the same for adding, okay? So same pattern. We have the use upstate like this. You get the upstate. You pass it then inside the templates because you remind that we are taking the pool also. And here we have also a name. So we will also receive a name for this one, okay? So quite simple. Hopefully you understand how it works. Of course, in the bootcamp, we see that in much more details. Here I'm going a little faster, but you can see that it's not complex. And then, so what we want, of course, is to have a form to pass all of this. So for the form, we have add template like this. We have a server multi-action with add templates. So the add templates, you can see that it's coming from the services I've just shown you. And for Leptos to work, because we are using Leptos framework, we need to have a template like this, which is exactly the same name as here. Okay. So here we are explicit about this because we need to have a pattern like this to make it work for mobile. Okay. But you need to have the same name like this. Okay. Between this one add template and then the struct version of this. It's the same for get template and so on. Okay. So very important. So then we have this, okay, perfect. And we have a multi-action form from Leptos. And then so we have the footer, input, button like this, very simple. So basically what we have here. And then when you click, it will trigger the server function, okay, that you have here. Then it will trigger this. It will pass the upstate.pull and the name inside this function. And you remind this function is communicating directly with the database. Okay. So hopefully it makes sense for you. It's quite simple. And then so we have also the template list. So template list. This one is a little more complex. So to understand this, you need to understand in Leptos how transition, suspense, and so on work, and also resource. So first, you can see that we have add template, delete templates, because we want to add something or to delete something. And for this to work, we need to have server action, okay? Like this. And then what we have here is that we want to also be reactive when we add or delete a template. So you remember that when we add, I'll just remove this one, when we add a template or delete, you can see that this is reactive, okay? And we need to have this also to refetch also the data. And then so we have this template like this. I will not explain everything, but just for you to see the global pattern, right? And then so inside we have a transition. So transition is like suspense in React. So while it's loading, we want to display a nice template, right? And here I've just created some skeleton cards And then we have the templates like this. If it's empty, then we want to display empty state. So if I remove everything, you will see that we have empty state like this. Okay, so this is what we have here. And then, so we just have a flex call with all the template list card. And the template list card looks something like this. So we receive the templates, so it can be to do or whatever. We also receive the delete templates server action, because you remind that you have something like this, right? And then we have on delete function like this, and the pressable I've just shown you in the mirror. And then the template list empty state, something like this, very, very simple, and also the skeleton card. So yeah, it's simple as this. It's not complex, as you can see. At least it's much more easier than Java or whatever. And now what we want to do is to change this to make it work with Todo. Okay. So for this, I will just shut down the server right now. And so I will use AI just to go a little faster. And then also from your side, you can use also AI to build whatever you want. So you will see the pattern I'm using, and you can also use this for you. Okay. So I'm using Cloud Code for this. And for this, it's extremely simple. I just need to pass this. Okay. And I also need to pass the app, okay, src, domain, like this. And then I just ask, I want to have a new domain. I want to replace the templates domain with Todo. Change migrations and domain templates accordingly. We use the same fields. And that's it. And it will do its magic. It will take maybe 1 or 2 minutes. And it will just be done like this. So as you can see, first I will replace the template with domain to-dos. Okay, perfect. So it will read first the migration. It will understand that, okay, so we have this exact pattern for templates. So we have unit, name, like this. With this indentation, we also insert data, so it will understand this. And then it will create inside migration, it will create to-dos table, right? And then it will also check inside the domain. It will understand that, okay, so inside domain, basically we have template like this. We have always page, template DB, template services, components, and then it will understand, okay, so here we need to use page, we need to have to-dos DB, to-dos services, and then to-do form, to-do list. And that's it. And as you can see, so here we have to-do, we have then templates, or maybe the name is, okay, so the name is good now, to-do form, to-do list, page, to-do DB, to-do services. It will change template with to-do, and that's it. And then we just need to rerun reset migration, and then it will just work. And then you can build on top of this, and it will be very, very easy. Okay. So okay, update all code reference from template to to-do. Okay, so it will change every name basically. And then what it will do also, it will also change inside app.rs. I will show you that quickly also. So we have app.rs, so it's kind of a React router. We have the routes, okay, we have individual routes, and we have the different routes. So here you can see that it's also type safe, right? So we have app routes with home, templates, settings. Maybe I will miss to remove this or something like this. And since it's type safe, we can make sure that we will not be messing up with this, right? So yeah, simple as this. So I just wait a little so that it does its thing. And as you can see also in the input like this, we need to also be type safe with this because we need, when we use multi-action form, we need to have the same name in the inputs as what we have inside the different fields that we have inside the struct. Okay. So I explain that more in details inside the bootcamp, but at least you can see the pattern. Okay, so update all code references. So it should be good in a few seconds, I guess. Usually it takes like maybe 2 minutes or something like this to create a new feature like this. Since it's quite simple, it should be good, so it needs to still change this. It change all the component name like this. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we'll just wait a few seconds and I'll catch you back. Okay, so it has compiled. I will relaunch this. So you remind that we need to do up reset db like this. Okay, and once we have done this, we can just rebuild. And then if I go inside to do, we have the to do like this, and it works fine. So it has changed everything, and we have a good naming also. So we have create to do, we have the to do stable, and everything, and it's working fine. So good, good. So if you are still watching this video, it means that you are really interested in learning Rust. So I'm pretty sure that I know that we are the best for you to help you learn Rust. So if you are interested and you want to go much faster than just doing a simple tutorial like this, and you actually want to have a job, you can contact me on LinkedIn, or also you can just simply go on rustify.rs, book a call, and in 20 minutes you will find answer to your questions. So yeah, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video.